I'm a little discombobulated because I just came back from getting my first vaccine shot. Um, ooh, but today I'm gonna be talking about American Gangster.
And take them goddamn sunglasses off. Take the goddamn sunglasses off. Damn it, man.
I had no idea what to expect from this movie except greatness. It has Denzel Washington. It has Russell Crowe. Ridley Scott directed this film, who also directed Gladiator, also starring Russell Crowe, which is great. So, and this was a great movie. So, Ridley Scott and Russell Crowe again in the movie. Take my money. It was $1.25 at Big Lots, so I'm like, that's a steal. It's based on a true story. I don't know anything about the true story, so I can't really say if it's like anything like the true story. But I, I don't think it's gonna be like The Social Network where everything is just fake. um, but going blindly into this film, I had no idea what to expect. Like I said, besides greatness, I I mean, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm pleasantly surprised, but I'm surprised. It's a good film. I watched the extended edition, which was very very long, almost 3 hours. So, and it was very late at night, so we finished at like 1. Let's go into the negatives first. Um, I don't know. Like I didn't not like hate it. I mean, I liked it a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a movie I want to like put on and rewatch it every time. I mean, if someone wants to watch it, I'm like, let's watch it. I don't care. It's not as rewatchable as like The Hangover or The Social Network. It's just something I wouldn't put on like to watch over and over. There's no scenes in it like that I would put on when I'm like doing my beds. Um, there's no scene in there I would just listen to. I'm like the Arrival to Earth scene in Transformers. Sorry, my Prada's at the cleaners. Like this that scene in The Social Network, stuff like that. There's nothing in that movie that I would like rewatch. Um, so that's really my negatives. It does. There's never a dull moment. I mean, it could get slow, but there's never a dull moment. You won't get bored. Ooh. Another negative. Like now, well, yeah, negative. I thought it would have ended. Like you know how. Let me show you. Deal with your own company. It's gonna be like I'm not a part of Facebook. Even you're not a part of Facebook. You're not a part of Facebook. My name's on the masthead. You might want to check again. Just because they froze the account, you think we'll let you parade around in ridiculous suits pretending you're running this company.
My Prada's at the cleaners, along with my hoodie and my fuck you flip flops. You pretentious douchebag.
I'm sorry, it just like text like this, showing you what happened after like the movie's event. Yeah, like that. And now you're just gonna have Mark Zuckerberg annoyed as the background for the TV. So it's like that scene in American Gangster. I'm like, oh, okay, finally the movie's gonna what? They're still going. Like Russell Crowe goes to meet Denzel Washington at the end, like when he gets out of jail after the 15 years. I'm like, so it isn't over yet. Thankfully, after that, they kind of like, okay, now they're done. They almost ran over. They almost got ran over by a car. So he's like, what? And then it cuts down, and then like the black bars come here. That was actually a pretty cool transition, but that was like my really only negatives. One of my favorite places in the world, Universal. Wait, can you see? Focus. Focus. Oh, I focused for a second. I'm fine with that. Why am I out of focus? Come on. There we go. One of my favorite places in the world, Universal Studios, like that area, like the Hollywood, like the theme park. I love going there. That's my favorite theme park of all time. And knowing this is made from there, I'm like, Universal does it again. They make a great movie, like Despicable Me. I don't know why people hate Universal Studios so much. Well, Universal, I don't know. I just don't see the hate. I don't. Maybe the park like way less rides. Frontierland or whatever it's called in Disneyland has 10 rides in that area. All that amount of rides Universal Studios has in their whole park. Like, okay, I see that. I see. Okay, enough of me simping over Universal Studios. Okay, another negative. It looks like I have so many negatives, but I do like the movie a lot. So some like The Godfather, like with names, it could kind of get confusing because everybody looks the same. Like in The Godfather, everybody is wearing suits, and they all look professional. Or not professional, they're gangsters or whatever. So they all look the same with like suits. It happens here. They all wear suits or something of that nature. So I don't know their names. They just all blend together. So it kind of gets confusing. And some of the like plans they try to do, it either it's not me fully grasping or I wasn't paying attention. I didn't quite understand what they were trying to do sometimes, but besides those things, it's a pretty good movie. I think I don't all the like the good stuff people might have already said, I guess. It's a good movie. I wouldn't say like brilliantly not well paced, but it's good pace. I mean, you can just put it on and watch it. Um Russell Crowe's performance good. Denzel Washington's good. Oh my god. When the guy shot someone in the leg, I'm like, what? And then Denzel just like with the piano. I that wasn't smart of me doing that. When Denzel grabbed him and then like starts smashing him the piano, I'm like, this escalated so quick. And then the thing about the sunglasses you'll see at the end, that'll be my ending clip. I like that so much. That was great. That was one of the best scenes in my opinion. But yeah, cool. Idris Elba was in it. My dad and I were like, is that Idris Elba? That's not his voice. And I was saying that's not his voice. It isn't. It was Idris Elba. He looked a lot like him. Well, it makes sense because he is him. But who else was in the movie? I can't remember off the top of my head. Who else was it? But the guy Dyson, that's his name from Terminator 2. He was like, boom, the guy who died, he was in it. I'm like, nice. Another guy we know. It was obviously a wig, but yeah, the movie was great, and I highly recommend it. So, what are your thoughts on the movie? Let me down and check out my Discord server and Letterboxd. I was rewatching the scene, and then he was so nonchalant, saying like, I just shot him in the leg. It's all fine.
Yeah, right. I just shot him in the leg, dog. Damn, Jimmy! Oh! You know.